Hello and good morning everyone. My name is Segat Haldar and today I am going to explain my final project about the unsupervised learning, which is Zomato restaurant clustering and sentiment analysis. This project has been done individually by me only. So let's begin. Project summary. Project summary part has three basic parts: data pre-processing, exploratory data analysis, and the supervised machine learning algorithms and implementation. Under the data pre-processing, I have done all the basic stuff like getting the data sets, encoding the libraries, finding the missing data, encoding categorical data, data cleaning, and all. Exploratory data analysis consists of analyzing the files, the data, both the data. Like since I have two type of data here, one is metadata and another one is review data. So for both the files, I have done some analysis. For an example, I under the meta file I have checked top 10 expensive restaurants, and under the review file I have checked the top 15 dangerous restaurants. And at last, this portion is showing how many algorithms which I have used. I have used four algorithms as we can see over here. One is multinomial, and then knife-based algorithm, random forest, HTTP classifier, and service vector machine. I'm sorry, support vector machine. Now below is the data plane problem statement. As we know, Zomato is an Indian restaurant brand which delivers food from the restaurant to the doorstep, and by doing that, it is earning the profit. And in this data set, which I have here, all both the data sets, I will do some analysis, performing exploratory data analysis, and after all that, I will be using these data set for sentiment analysis, and also the metadata of reviewers and use for identifying the critics in the industry, and which will definitely create a positive business impact for Zomato to earn more profit. Now let's see the packages which I have imported from Python library. These are the packages. Now this is the dataset loading, and this is the first view of meta file. We can see name, links, cost, collection, cuisines, are timings are the columns for the meta file, and let's see the review file. Uh, Red. So restaurant reviewer review rating, metadata, time, and pictures are the columns. Now data set reviews and columns, metadata shape. Shape, I have checked the number of rows and columns under both the files, then checking the information, checking the info. Now, uh, now check the duplicate values, then check the uh, then printed the duplicate values as well. So here under the meta file we can see that there are zero duplicate values and no duplicate values. And however, we have some data duplicate values under review file, that is 36. Now let's checking the null values under the meta file as well as under the review file, and also visualize them. There's a visualization, and this is what you know about your dataset till now. I have known that on there are some whatever the number of rows and columns is present in the dataset, and also I have known there are 36 duplicate values in the review file, but there are no duplicate values in the meta file. However, we have one information as integer type, which is under picture column under the review data. Now these are the columns under the meta file, and these are the columns under the review file. So let's after that, let's see the variable descriptions. Name of the restaurants, name indicates the name of the restaurants. Likewise, for similarly restaurant indicates the name of the restaurant. The both the all the variables under both the files I have explained over here. Now let's check the unique values. Here are the unique values of for the both the data sets, metadf columns and metadf and review df file. These are the unique values present in both of the data sets which I have printed over here. Now I have under the data wrangling portion, I have started with removing the outliers under the cost column, and also remove some of the columns which are not required, links and timings, and then rename the name of the meta file as restaurant because it is indicating the name of the restaurant, and also in replace the missing values under collections as unknown. Now, after removing the outliers from the cost column, here is a visualization. It is there are no outliers. Now, these are the manipulations which I have already explained, like removing the outliers, removing the unnecessary columns, removing the renaming the restaurant column, renaming the name column as restaurant, and fill the missing values in the collection column as unknown. Now visualization of the data. Now Under the ETA part of meta file, we can see the top 10 restaurants, expensive restaurants. Then here is a visualization of top 10 affordable restaurants. Then created the word cloud for both of the cases, mm, expense top 10 expensive restaurants as well as for top 10 affordable restaurants. This is the visualization. Now under the quizzes part, I have started doing stop words removing. Then remove the punctuation, remove the extra spaces, remove the unnecessary characters or number characters, special characters, repeated words. And uh, after doing that, this is the visualization of most cuisine served in the restaurant. That is North Indian. It's the highest cuisine, highest among them all, which was served mostly in the restaurant. And then created the word cloud for the same. Now let's do some EDA on review file. Here is the first look of review file. Here I have started doing one manipulation, like under the rating column for the review file, I have replaced the missing values with average rating by doing the mean calculation. Then I have uh, I have splitted the reviews and splitted the metadata column under the review file as reviewers and followers. Then change the timestamp information to the date, month, and time, and hour. And after doing that, here is a look of the review dataset now. Now you can see the timestamp column has been changed year, month, and hour, and also reviews and followers are present. Now checking the null values. So since we have higher null values under the followers and the review, so I have replaced them with zeros, and other than that, I have dropped them all. Now here's the again I have checked the head part of the dataset review. Then check the description part, and then now the rating check the rating values of the rating column and visualize the ratings. So we can see 5 has the highest number of ratings. Now check the distribution of the time column. Finally check the distribution of the month column. So fifth and sixth month, the seventh month has having the high count of ratings. Now check the top 15 reviewers, and again visualize the top 15 reviewers with average review. Then visualize the reviews per hour count. Here we can see the review is getting increased from the afternoon till midnight, which is quite normal. Then created the word cloud for the reviews. Now here I have pre-processed the data for the review column under the review file, because that review information has lot of stop words, lot of punctuation, spaces, and special characters. So I have performed the lemmatization, the uh, the stop word removing operation, and also the punctuation removing operation. And after doing all that, the review is looking like this. So also I would like to mention that I have done one more operations, like I have removed the characters or the remove the characters which has more than 45 number, and also remove those characters which are less than 2. So after doing all that, here is a look of the review column. That is, you can see for an example, I am reading first one, ambience good, food quite good, Saturday lunch. So you can see there are no stop words, no full stop, commas are present over here. Also there are no spaces. Sentiment analysis. Then next I have done. So here I have imported text block from the text block library, then subjectivity and polarity, and after that plotted them. Then here is the visualization of the sentiment analysis. Here you can see red is indicating as negative analysis, and positive analysis is indicated by the blue part, and green part is indicating as the neutral. So here x-axis is indicating as the polarity, how positive the review is, and subjectivity is indicated by the y-axis, which is showing how opinionated the review was. The text is. Now here, now let's do some sentiment analysis on our data. So for that, I have created a data frame as sentiment df with the review column, rating and analysis, and under the x column sentiment, the dependent variable I have taken as independent variable I have taken as review, and dependent variable I have taken as analysis, which will be our output. So started with the first model as multinomial knife base. So, and after applying the knife base model, I can see that these are the classification report. These are the evaluation metric report for the knife base model. You can see this is the precision, accuracy, and recall support and all. And check the ROC AUC curve as well. So if we see that accuracy for training and test data, we can see that uh, for knife based model, the training accuracy is 83 and testing accuracy is 82. Next, I have implemented Next, I have implemented the Model 2, which is random forest classifier with the grid search CV. And after using that, we got 81 and 81 accuracy for both training and test data. And this is the classification matrix report, and this is the evaluation report. Now Model 3 XGB classifier. Here I have got slightly better accuracy, or very good accuracy I would say, 99 and 93 for both training and test data respectively. Now after that, I have used SVM support vector machine, and under support vector machine also I have got the very good accuracy, 99 for training and 92 for test accuracy. Here you can see, and then created a comparison dictionary report, which is like this. So which you can see over here. So under all these algorithms, you can see XGB and the support vector machine has lot better accuracy. So although support vector machine has slightly better accuracy for training data, so I would go with the support vector machine. Now let's do some latent dirichlet allocation or the topic modeling. So here is the visualization of top 5 topics. What I have done, I have imported Genism Corpora, imported dictionary, and also did some created a dictionary for that. Then use the coherence model. Then after that, use visualize the top 5 model in the review data. So here are the top 5 models. I mean top 5 topics for the review data. Now next I have done the K means clustering. So for K means clustering, first what I have done, I have taken the cuisines column, and cuisines column I have applied that all the characters should be lower. Then check the cuisines column again. Now all the characters are converted to lowercase, because they initially they had a mixture of characters and a mixture of alphabets. So after applying the lowercase, it is looking like this. Then cuisine meta df dot loc name, cost, and cuisines. Then check the cuisine data. Now cuisine, under the cuisine df, we have created a dataset as dataset with name, cost, and cuisines. I have uh, then I have done this replace, I mean with comma under the cuisine column, so that and created a list of the cuisines. Here you can see the cuisines with a comma. Then use the multi-level binarizer. Then hot encoding over here, as you can see. And after that, this is all the part of data pre-processing and feature engineering. Then checking the unique values, and then the null values under rating. Then under review part, I have replaced like with 4. Under then after that, under the review rating column, the rating column has been changed to float. then drop the null values, created a new DAF to get average ratings for each restaurant, since we will be clustering the data in terms of the average ratings and cost. So average ratings is now looking like this, and here is the I have created a new data frame as DF cluster. So cluster DF merge and all the data set, and merge the ratings DF with that. Then check the cluster dataset, and now finally created the entire dataset with these column names. And after that, cost column, replace the comma with replace the comma with space with a blank, and then change the cost column to float. Now we can see and plotted them. Now we can see the ratings and cost are positively correlated. Then imported k-means clustering and PCA component and KLO visualizer. So by KLO visualizer, we can see that 5 is the ideal number of clusters, since we do not have a major change after 5. Up to 5, there are major changes of the inertia, which is part of which we can uh, indicate here as error or accuracy. Then applied the k-means clustering model, and after that plotted them. Here is the relation between, here is the look of the average ratings and cost and the clusters. We can see 0. This is blue is indicating as a 0 level cluster, and likewise orange is indicating 1 level cluster, and green is indicating as um, 2 level cluster. Likewise, so I since I have 5 clusters, so I would, so it will last till 4. And then printed the clusters with top cuisine. So this is the output of the top cuisines in cluster 0, cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3, and cluster 4. And after that, I have yeah, one important thing we can see from that, North Indian and Chinese are the important prominent cuisines across the clusters. Now scalar, min max scalar I have used in the cluster file. Then to perform the principal component analysis to reduce the number of variables, then here is the after applying the principal component analysis, PCA, here are the components. And also I have plotted the PCA components. This is the elbow again under the PC components, and this is the plot of PC1 versus PC2 of the clusters. It is basically indicating same, but if we see the output, that top 15 for PCA, to, we are getting for cluster 0 desserts, 12 top cuisines as dessert. But whereas for K-means only, we got North Indian for top cuisine um, as highest number of cuisine. But overall, we can see here there are some differences, that cuisines are all well differentiated among the clusters and compared to unscaled data. So this is the part where it is asking about which evaluation matrix would you consider. I have considered in over here accuracy. So and also I would go with support vector machine, since it is having slightly better accuracy compared to the support vector machine. And last part is the conclusion. During the analysis for EDA, I can conclude that most number of ratings were given as 5. There is a hike in review during the September 28 to 29. During fifth and sixth month, there the review numbers are at peak. Ankita Parijat Rae and Kiran are the top three reviewers. Kiran and Parjita Jaiswal are the top three reviewers, not top three, it should top two reviewers with average rating. During afternoon to midnight, mostly the restaurants get the reviews. Top three expensive restaurants are College Hath, Hyderabad Gachibowli, Feature Sheraton, Hyderabad Hotel 10 Downing Street. Top three affordable restaurants are the Old Madras Baking Company, Shagos, Shri Sharma, Witch Palace, and all. Then I have got the five clusters as we have already seen that from the PCA analysis as well as from the K-means analysis. So zero is indicating the restaurant whose reviews are not present. One are the restaurants whose rating is high and cost is low. Two are the fine fine dining restaurants with good ratings and average pricing. And level 3 are the restaurants are small food giants whose rating is average but cost is very low. Level 4 is the highly expensive restaurants who has average ratings. And at last I would say that support vector machine would be the final model for implementation, since it is have now better accuracy in the training and test data. So that's all about my project. Thank you.